Everyone. I am Gina Johnson, holistic business coach, and it is my honor and privilege to be here interviewing Annette Eldridge from Community of Hope. You are the executive director, and I have been enjoying all of this time we started planning this event how many months ago, Annette?
I think we started in the spring and
In the
booked it
spring.
by midsummer.
So the event is called I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar, and I want to hear what was behind this event? Like whose brainchild was this? How did it all come about? And what
I'd
is it,
love to
right?
take credit for it, but I have to say that Kathy Green was the inspiration. It's been her desire for a lot of years to just put all of the women-run nonprofits in the room together to collaborate and to get to know each other. And anytime that I can do something that will make Kathy Green's dreams come true, I am on board.
I love it. I love it. So let's get down to the nuts and bolts before we get to the details, right? So the nuts and bolts of it, it's happening on January 17th at the Norwich Inn and Spa.
Hmm.
And it's going to be from 11 to 3. And
Yep.
who is this event for? I know we're honoring nonprofits, 22 to be a little more specific, right? Who
Yep.
is this event for? What kind of woman would want to buy a ticket and attend this event?
Well, this event is to honor the women that have boots on the ground. So any woman who wants to support other women who are doing the hard work. I mean, some of us can do the work, some of us can pay to help others do the work, and we have both in our communities. We have hardworking businesses that support us. Otherwise, we just as nonprofits wouldn't exist. So anybody that wants to see the work done in our communities, this is the place to be. You're going to get a picture of everything that's going on with the people that are really making it happen.
And you said something, we had a committee meeting earlier today, and you said something, and it really stuck out for me. You said part of this whole mission is to expand on these nonprofits going from a feeling of being territorial to
Yes.
collaborative. Can you talk about that a little bit? Because when you said that, I was like, oh, this is great.
Hmm. Well, I think sometimes out there, because there's so many nonprofits and everybody has so many different things going on, that they see your name pop up. Someone got a grant over here, or someone got recognized over there for something. A bank wrote a check. Everybody's like, oh, did I? This shouldn't be a field of competition. There is enough need to go around, and I think that if everybody gets to know each other, what they're going to realize is these people are not your competition. These people are your allies, and you need to have them in your corner. And even as an individual at home, if I was just at home and I wasn't working with a nonprofit, because I have a heart for people, I would want to be at this event because I love people and I love to see the things that are being done for the people out there. And I can't do everything. I mean, that's one of the things we had to learn early on as a nonprofit is you have to kind of find your lane and you have to stay in it. Otherwise, you would really go crazy because the need is so great. And so if we all come together and we get in a room and we start working together, we're going to find the things that are missing and be able to fix those things. But then when we find that we duplicate services, maybe we'll find that we don't need to do them. We know that we've been able to drop some services ourselves this year because the great people of our community have picked them up.
I love that. And part of that too, and part of the collaboration, and I know not just Kathy and you, but all of us together as a committee, we were all so vocal about bringing everyone together, having these introductions, networking with each other, because as nonprofit leaders, so many times these smaller ones, they're just not recognized. They don't
Right.
get the larger grants, and so that was really what's behind it. So we're bringing these 22 nonprofits together, and then they're going to be celebrated, right?
Yes.
They're going to be
Yes.
recognized, and well, actually, Community of Hope is going to be celebrated. These ladies are going to be honored. So they get 2 tickets, and there's amazing sponsorship opportunities for businesses of all sizes. I
Yes.
know my small company, I was able to sponsor the bags, at a smaller level. There's sponsorship for tickets, right? You can sponsor
Yes.
one person, 2 tickets. And I just love that we just tried to include everyone.
Everybody. Yeah.
And part of the bringing everyone together and having them network is I know, and you know better than all, right? Sometimes you've exhausted all of your services. And
Mhm.
where do they go next? It's
Yes.
so great to be able to say, you know what? I know that this place will take you, this
Yes,
place offers this and that. So to kind of get them all in the same room, how powerful. And I also know from working with nonprofits for so many years, people want to help, they just don't know how,
that's right. Yes.
right?
And what we recognize is we're just one rung on the ladder of many stops for each individual. Um, they come to us for a particular need, and then they go to the next person. And there's a difference between making a call to a nonprofit and you don't know who's sitting at the desk. But when you make a call to another nonprofit and you've had lunch with them, or you've enjoyed being at the Women's Network with them, and you have that personal connection, um, you know the right questions to ask. You are you're able to get services for your people because you have a phone call and a person in your back pocket. They're not just they're not just somebody answering the phone on the other end. That's your friend. That's your collaborator. And I really find that that makes a difference in how we help our people, is knowing the people that are out there and where we can send them.
Excellent. And so let's talk a little more about the day. I know we're still in the planning stages, but as I mentioned, we still have sponsorship opportunities available from
Yep.
all different levels, all different
Yep.
price points. People can donate a basket. We're going to do silent auction. We're going to do raffle basket. We're just going to do a couple of small silent auction, correct?
Yes, going to limit that to four, but they should be four really, really good silent auction items. And we're going to try to limit our baskets as well, making sure that those are just really powerful.
And there'll be networking, of course, right?
Yes,
We're going to be
yes,
doing a little bit of networking, and we've been so strategic about mixing up the tables, and so
mhm,
people can really, meet different people, sit with different people, hear
yes,
stories. We have some amazing speakers lined up, and it's just going to be a fun day of celebration. And so, if people want to buy tickets, let's tell them how they can get their tickets.
absolutely. Right on Facebook, we have both of us post quite regularly. We have a Lead Her Ships page. It's Lead, Leadher, because it's Lead Her Ships. And on that page, you can go directly to Eventbrite and you can get your ticket. There should be a QR code on our flyer. We're handing out flyers everywhere. The really, really awesome thing is that your company doesn't have to be large in order to sponsor someone. $100 is going to put a nonprofit individual, someone who's being celebrated that day or honored, at the table. And the reason why that's so significant is because when you work for one of these smaller nonprofits, you have to pay for each and every meal. So when we have an event, they have to pay their tickets. I don't know if anybody really realizes that the volunteers buy their tickets for these events. The people that work there, buy those tickets. And there's not a place to really honor these people on a regular basis. And so they're going to get a really nice swag bag. They're going to get honored. They're going to be recognized by their peers. It's just going to be an opportunity to say thank you to the people that are really making things happen, that are on the ground. And the sponsorships start as low as $100 and go up. We are really, really searching for a $5,000 sponsor right now, though. That's the big one. You want that one because that one's going to have your name on everything. And so we're looking for that big sponsor right now, and that is still open. So jump
And
on it.
I know because I'm on the committee that not only does your name get everywhere,
Mhm.
and we've got some important signage, right?
Yeah.
Important signage for that key sponsor, and they get the opportunity to say a few words to a room
Yes.
full of powerful women, 200
Powerful women.
powerful women
Yes.
that are there to level up and to inspire and to connect with each other. And it's just going to be a fabulous day. So again, happening on January 17th from 11 to 3 at the
Yep.
Norwich Inn and Spa. You can
Mhm.
get tickets on Eventbrite, and it's
Yep.
leadherships.org. Anything
Yeah.
I've forgotten, Annette?
I just want to say, I can't say enough about the Norwich Inn and Spa. It is a beautiful location. Just going there, you're going to feel relaxed. Entering the building, it's going to be a beautiful luncheon. Kathy's picking out a beautiful dessert. We have not only the ballroom, but we have the hunt room as well. You're going to learn about those nonprofits. You're going to meet the people that are directly responsible for changing things in your community, people that have the pulse on what's going on in the community. And let me tell you, there's no greater time to get involved, to be there to support these nonprofits because the need is really great. It's the holiday season. For some of us, that's the most exciting time of the year. For others, it's one of the most difficult. So get involved, find out a way. Give one of us a call. Gina and myself, the numbers are out there. Give us a call, give us an email. We'll tell you how you can get involved.
So thank you so much, Annette. And I guess maybe we want to add in one more little caveat. Tell us a little bit about Community of Hope. I know I didn't ask you that question, but I think for people watching, it's my audience as well. People may be curious about Community of Hope, and then what's going to happen at the event, right? One of those 22 nonprofits will be selected, and they will be the recipient to receive the funds and the proceeds and the profits from the event next year moving forward. And so what
Yeah,
we've been
yeah.
doing in the committee is building the blueprint to literally hand it to them on a silver platter.
Right, correct. And Community of Hope is a absolutely boots on the ground, uh, individual startup that started in a basement of a church. Our first fundraisers were $5 for an auction event, and um, we know the struggle of the hard work that it takes to build a nonprofit and to fund a nonprofit. And so, over the years, as we have developed, this is the reason why we started this arm of our organization called LeadHerships, and that is because we don't want all nonprofits to struggle. We want this to be where they can do the work and not struggle. So Community of Hope started with opening a home for women in Groton. We now service up to 12 women at a time in the house. We have a basic needs program where we hand out gift cards for food, gas cards. We are there to help with the things that fall through the cracks in the community, such as you have a blown tire and that's going to prevent you from getting to work. Maybe we can help buy a tire. We don't do it alone. We seek out partners. We look for other organizations to assist us in those needs, and they're out there. Community Speaks Out is one that we seek out regularly. Malta, different organizations, Legacy. There's so many of them that we reach out to when we have issues where we can't fulfill that entire need. We reach out local churches, Rotaries. We are always collaborating with the community. We also have a recovery coaching program that's coming up that we've been working on and working with and getting people trained so they can take the thing that used to be their problem and turn it into their asset. So, we have to find people's strengths, and if that's their strength, we're going to, really tackle that.
Now, one of the things that impressed me most when I was there was, first off, the building and the facility is beautiful, but
Mhm.
how long you allow people to stay. I did work with some other nonprofits in the past when I was running a community closet, and they some of them they could only be there for a month. And
Yeah.
then you kind of so talk a little bit about that. And I know that the home is beautiful. How many women do you have living in the house right now, and how long can they be there?
We have 10. The other two beds are sort of emergency float beds that, if we happen to need a space for someone extra, but we're full at 10. And we do let them stay there longer because what we've come to recognize is if you push someone out before they're ready, they're just going to come back. And sometimes people just aren't ready to go out and really try to make it on their own yet. And so what we do is we have an ambassador program. If you are willing to stay and support the other women in the house and be an ambassador, be a leader, rise up, be an example, then you can stay a little bit longer. And our whole philosophy in our program is peer to peer. We do not have staff members in the house. Those staff members are raised up leaders that come from within. One of our ladies that's in the house right now runs our Kindness Connection clothing closet. She organizes it. She gets the other women to help. She folds everything. She gets the appointments for women to come in and pick out their clothes. So they are the leaders in the house. And one day when I retire, I hope that the entire organization is run by the people that have been through the house. We even have board members of people that have lived at the house. And it's very important to us that we teach them right in the house that whatever gives you sobriety, whatever brings you to sobriety, support that. Go back out and give. Because if you stay connected to giving, it's going to keep you sober.
I love it. And again, I was so impressed with the building itself and the community closet for the women that are there and how spotless it was and how much pride they take in it. So
Yeah.
I love it. So Community of Hope is launching. This is our first annual event, LeadHerships, and it's happening on January 17th. You need to be there because what else are we doing in January on a Saturday, right?
Right. We're inspiring women. That's what we're doing. And it doesn't matter whether you're the person there supporting everybody or you're the nonprofit. You really want to be there because this is going to be the beginning of 2026, which is in a really, really important year. The reason why we picked I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar is because it's the 50th anniversary of Helen Reddy being on the green in Washington and fighting for women's rights. And we have come a long way, baby. And so we have to celebrate that because if we don't celebrate it, nobody else is going to. Women's rights are really important. We've earned them. We are using them to benefit our communities, and it's going to be an excellent time to go out and do that.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time, Annette, and I look forward to our next committee meeting and, of course, to our event. So, again, if you are interested, it's leadherships.org, and we will have all of the information posted below when we share this video. Thank you so much, Annette.
Thank you.